Howdy, folks. Manly here from 12 degrees in Wisconsin. My coffee's a popsicle, and I swear I just saw a squirrel ice skating across my driveway. Anthony, bro, send the bat signal. I'm freezing my nuggets off.
Aloha, Frosty Nugget Man. Anthony here in 82-degree Kauai, barefoot, pina colada in hand, judging you hard. And Manly, I haven't seen a sweater that thick since I was dressing a snowman.
Anthony, today's episode is a full-blown love letter to the holiday classic Home Alone. Because just like Kevin McAllister booby-trapping his entire house against the wet bandits, we're arming you to protect your mortgage dreams from the Fed bandits, trying to steal your affordability with high rates and full-on chaos.
Exactly. So don't leave your home ownership dreams home alone getting raided. We're rigging paint cans, micro machines, and irons to fend them off. New year, new hustle. We're launching a 12-part banger series called The Road Home to kick off 2026 like it's a field goal.
Hey, each episode is a mile marker to owning your own home today. And today we're at mile marker number 2, Affordability Arsenal. The paint cans are loaded. Let's turn those price bandits into cartoon pancakes.
Okay, Manly, first up, let's talk about loan limits and how they just got to glow up.
All right, Anthony, the first trap sprung like a paint can to the face. The government just catapulted the 2026 easy loan limit to just over $832,000. Woo! That's an extra $26K extra muscle for most houses. Hey, but in California and New York City, now we're talking over $1.25 million for your loan limit. Yeah, baby.
That's right. In conforming loans, it's basically Kevin's easy button. Fannie and Freddie, they back them. Lower rates. You can skip Jumbo's bring your firstborn to us or else and the harsher underwriting guidelines that you typically see.
Anthony, had a client with a $900,000 price tag. With the old loan limit, that equals jumbo jail. With taller docs than your ego. Now with the new loan limit, you're a conforming loan VIP.
Yeah, and if you pair that with sellers giving you $10,000 credit, they cover the fees and the rate buy downs. That's free grow money or whatever you choose to do with it. Seller credit equals here, take my wallet, just close the loan already. That's right. Buyers go from maybe I can do this to shut up and take my offer.
Kevin, you're completely helpless.
No, Kevin, you're what the French call les incompétents.
Kevin, I'm going to feed you to my tarantula.
Kevin, you are such a disease.
There are 15 people in this house, and you're the only one who has to make trouble.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
I made my family disappear.
Okay, Manly, up next, the DTI Bandit Slayer and the scary Shovel Man guy.
Anthony, let's talk about the DTI, debt to income, the sneaky bandit adding all your monthly bills like car payments, credit cards, and loans, and then dividing by your gross paycheck before taxes. Lenders want to see it under 43 to 50% or they ghost you like a bad blind date.
Yeah, and get this, 65% of Americans are now living paycheck to paycheck with zero savings in the bank, meaning one missed check and they're toast. Everyday costs are going nothing but up to the moon. Housing prices, 5.2% over year end. Food, 2.1% higher. Healthcare, almost 5%. But wages, they're still crawling like turtles on vacation, only up 3.9%. What gives?
Hey, Anthony, that's not all we're seeing. We're seeing the average credit card debt increase to $6,300, pushing DTIs to around 45%. That's teetering on the edge of one extra burrito or a surprise car repair away from a total splat like Marv on those micro machines.
Yeah, but just like Kevin, we got traps, down payment assistance programs. There's over 2,000 of them nationwide, handing out grants up to $15,000 plus, straight for your down payment. Free money, no payback. Like finding a winning lottery ticket in your couch. Now you can pay down, say, a $2,000 credit card balance, and boom, your DTI now drops 3 to 5 points, flipping a nope, ain't gonna happen to Merry Christmas, you filthy full approval.
Who is he?
You ever heard of the South Bend Shovel Slayer?
No.
That's him. Back in '58, murdered his whole family and half the people on his block with the snow shovel. Been hiding out in this neighborhood ever since.
Well, if he's a shovel slayer, how come the cops don't arrest him?
Not enough evidence to convict. They never found the bodies. But everyone around here knows he did it.
The real scary shovel man guy that Kevin was afraid of, but was not that bad of a guy? Let's talk about student loan forgiveness. The Biden team wiped out $180 billion for 4.8 million borrowers, averaging $37,500 forgiven per person. That slashed monthly payments by $400 to $800,000 on all that stuff, or some of them right to zero through the PSLF, which stands for the Public Servants like Teachers and Nurses Program. Then the lenders could recalculate the DTI with the lower number and boom, suddenly qualifying you for $50K to $100K more in a house. I had one teacher client that was denied at $450K. Then she got $60K forgiven in debt and bam, approved of $550K. Merry Christmas, you filthy approval.
Also, here's a pro tip. When doing a home loan app, be sure whoever's doing it, they have a digital mortgage app like Manly and I have with Rate Mortgage, where you do a digital mortgage app, snap photos, and you upload docs. Sometimes we don't even need docs at all, and everything is automated. An AI pulls 2 years of income and assets, and boom, you get a fresh, full underwritten approval in minutes. No faxing. It's not like we're in a Stone Age. Bandits slayed, Fed bandits, you're about to get tarred.
Bring it.
Hey guys, check this out.
Oh, go back! Oh, good! Good! Go back. Okay.
Booby trapping the Fed bandits.
All right, trap setting time. Picture this. Kevin, a.k.a. Trump, rigging the House against wet bandits, a.k.a. Powell and the Fed crew. The Feds, they've hammered 11 rate hikes since March of 2022, all the way to July of 2023, jacking the overnight lending rate from 0% to 5.5%. That cooled inflation from a screaming 9.1% peak in June of 22 down to under 3%. This is solid wins on paper.
But it backfired hard. Dude, home sales have now tanked 19% year over year in 2023 alone. Monthly payments have ballooned over 50% from 2021 lows. It's like whacking yourself with your own iron smack dab in the middle of your face.
That's right. And Trump's countermove? Picking a new Fed chair, and that's soon. Options like dovish Waller or hawkish Warsh or growth-focused Hassett. So expect a 0.5% to 1% rate cut in 2026 to unleash buyer tsunami without any loose money chaos.
One flop trap that's out there is stricter public charge rules, which sniff out benefit use to block green cards, thus sidelining 10 to 20% of immigrant buyers in this heavy markets like California and New York. Hey, they're using about 30% of those deals. This is equal to extra docs, which stalls everything about 5 to 10%.
That's right. And I-10 loans for non-citizens using tax IDs, yes, they still are viable. The moral of the story here is don't leave your dream home alone getting rated. Lock rates before the next data brick flies.
A dead kid.
All right, Anthony. Let's talk about why owning crushes renting. Fortress mode.
That's right. Let's take a break from the bandit hunt and talk why we're doing all of this. Owning a home is your rock solid fortress. You're stacking $28,000 in equity on average every year. That's the difference between what house is worth and what you still owe, aka growing steadily like clockwork.
Anthony, even in a cooling market, the FHFA, Federal Housing Finance Agency, the home price index shows values still climbing at about 3%. Basically free growth for just being an owner. Add those tax breaks in, and you get to deduct mortgage interest and property taxes, putting an extra $5,000 to $10,000 back in your pocket annually.
And with inflation around 3%, your fixed mortgage payment gets easier over time as everything else costs more, while renters face annual increases that hit harder every single year.
Equity is growing ownership stake. Appreciation is the natural price rise. Tax perks are the deductions, and inflation makes your locked payment feel lighter.
That's right. And renting means your money vanishes to the landlord every single month. Owning, you build wealth and control it straight up. This is my house. I defend it. Keep the change, you filthy renters.
Heads up! Don't worry, Marv. I'll get him for you.
Hey, folks, it's the part you all fast forward to. It's the rate tracker. It's the crystal ball. Anthony, tell us what we're going to see.
Absolutely. Here's the 2025 ride so far on the 30-year fixed average. January was up 6.64. The Fed was grumpy after the hot data. February went up to 6.9, and that was CPI. It was hotter than a pizza oven. March, it went down to 6.54 because banking scare rallied. But April, it was kind of sideways at 6.57 because of mixed signals. May, it went up to 6.79 due to the debt ceiling drama. And June went up again to 6.94. That was where the Feds paused, right? Because the inflation napped. July, with the pause, we went down a little bit at 6.77. August was our highest yet at 7.02. That was peak turkey. September, we started coming down 6.81%. It was cooling. October, the biggest jump since, 6.31% due to the soft jobs dip. November, we were sideways between 6.34 and 6.38, and it's dropping today. So December, we're still waiting on the numbers that we forecast, but they are going down slightly. Hopefully they hit the high mark of our forecast, which is 6.25.
The ups come from the Fed tantrums and the inflation scares. The downs are from the relief, like softer jobs. And the big news, that can swing rates an easy 0.5%.
That's right. And we're on track to meet our beginning of the year assessment between 5.8 and 6.2 by year end. A slow base lower, one hot print, and the Bandits crash.
We don't need that kind
Don't tell me what to do, okay? I can do it if I want to. Hey, I'm not sick. Hey, watch out!
Now time to zap those buzzwords with our producer, Ryan. He gives us 5. Anthony and I take turns with one-sentence breakdowns.
Okay, boys, make it short and sweet, or I'm smacking this hot iron across both your faces. All right, up first today we have public charge.
That's government test blocking green cards for benefit users.
Up next, we have bond rally.
That's right. When yields fall like Harry on ice, the rates drop as well.
All right, third today is DTI squeeze.
That is paycheck life tightroping over debt tar pit.
Next up is forgiveness pivot.
That's when student loans vanish like Kevin's family. The DTI then boosts.
All right, the final term for today is chair alignment.
Hey, new Fed pick sinking with admin for growth cuts.
I'm going to give you guys till the count of 3 to get your lousy lion laydown 4 flushing carcasses to my door. 1, 2.
1, 2, 10. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Hey, folks, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching the Mortgage 101 podcast. Please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe, or drop a 5-star review and tag a renter friend.
We read all the comments and we shout out to them next week. So speaking of that, knock knock.
Babe, I need my blowtorch.
Psst, I said knock knock.
I'm going to frickin' brick you.
Knock knock.
Fine. Who's there?
Bandit.
Bandit who?
Bandit yelling, rates higher forever, suckers, at least until 2030.
Keep your change, you filthy rate chasers.
See you next week. Stay trapped, legends. If this episode helped you feel more confident about your home buying journey, do us a favor. Share it with a friend, subscribe, leave a review, and if you've got a question or topic you want us to cover, hit us up with a DM or a comment. Thanks for listening to the Mortgage 101 podcast. We'll see you next time.
Girl from the heart of Wisconsin to the waves of Hawaii. Manly and Anthony keep it real, not salesy. Breaking down rates and the truth you need to know with a little soul and a little homegrown flow. It's the Mortgage 101 podcast where real talk meets home at last. Manly's got that Midwest soul. Anthony brings that island roll when the market swings and you don't go fast.